Can we please normalize men coming up to women again?
I'm at the point in my life where I'd rather be lonely by myself than be lonely with the wrong person or group of people.
We need to talk about what is happening with American men.
The only loneliness epidemic that exists is the...
As far as I can see, there are plenty of women yearning that intimacy, craving love.
This video is specifically for women who are suffering from loneliness.
I think I'm really struggling with adult loneliness. I don't even know if that's a thing.
So not one man ever looked at me and said, let me put this let me buy this Range Rover, an Escalade, or a Porsche.
No, because men only put in effort when they see value, and value is lacking today. Kindly subscribe to the channel as it further supports us in our work. Thank you.
Guys would complain about being girlfriendless, but walk in front of you. They haven't even looked back at us. It's okay, we have each other. Yeah.
So give a woman a choice. Date a 20-year-old male virgin or a 40-year-old successful male lawyer who's bedded 100 plus women. The lawyer wins every time.
For sure.
Give a man that exact choice with females in those exact positions.
The lawyer will lose.
Nobody cares that the 40-year-old is a successful lawyer.
Right.
So
I did everything they said that was going to make me happy. I built a career. I got my own place. I went on solo trips like a pro. The best hotels, flying business, you name it, right? The works. And I stayed independent. But no one told me about how lonely I was going to be on those trips. Being successful looks really good on the outside. But, and I'm proud of everything that I did. Don't get me wrong. Alhamdulillah, I'm very proud of all of my accomplishments. But it was very lonely. I feel very lonely all the time. Success doesn't check in on you when you're spiraling at home, doesn't check in with you when you're having a bad day, doesn't check in with you when or just when you miss your family back home. Don't get me wrong, being strong got me very far in my career, and I'm very proud of everything that I've done, but I'm done pretending that I'm okay, because I'm not.
Number 1, congrats to her for snapping back to reality. That moment of clarity isn't easy to come by, especially in a world that constantly feeds you illusions. Second, this is just one of the many lies feminism sells to women. Chase your dreams, become independent, build your empire, but they never mention the quiet nights, the empty house, or the creeping loneliness that follows when the applause fades and no one is there to share it with you. They glorify the grind, the titles, the degrees, the high-rise apartments, but they never show the cost. Emotional detachment, missed chances at love, and the internal battle when you realize you've built a life alone. They tell women to be strong and never need anyone, yet forget to mention that true strength also lies in vulnerability, connection, and building something meaningful with someone else. A lot of women will have to face this one day, only to realize that they've been lied to all along.
I'm at the point in my life where I'd rather be lonely by myself than be lonely with the wrong person or group of people. Being single for 2+ years, plus all my friends living far away, has really taught me that everything I thought I needed someone to do something with, I can literally just do by myself.
Can we please normalize men coming up to women again? I'm so annoyed that the feminist movement and all these very entitled females now made it almost basically impossible for a man to never not seem creepy. And I'm just what the heck? If you don't come up to me, I think you're a weak man. And you may not be. You probably aren't, because it'd be impossible for every man to be a weak man, especially at the gym that I go to. But, damn. The feminists really, really ruined many things. Shame on you, feminists.
No, not risking jail just for a chance at paying a bill. Society has demonized masculinity. Men aren't bailing women out of this one. The girlies made this bed, and they're gonna have to lay in it. Adapt and overcome. Level up your approach. I don't understand all this feminism. Why aren't more women approaching men?
Some of the most beautiful, well-rounded women are the most single, because it is really hard to find a equivalent high value man that matches them on every level, that they also have a really real, genuine connection with. High value women never have a roster, never had a roster. You don't give out your time and energy like for nothing. Women that respect themselves and are confident in what they have to offer in a relationship are quick to cut a guy off if he shows any signs of disrespect. Like, it's cut.
It's hard to find those kinds of men for those kinds of women because their standards aren't rooted in connection or character. They're rooted in income brackets. They want someone who makes as much as them or more, not because of compatibility, but because they see relationships as a transaction, not a bond. When a woman bases your worth solely on how much money you make, she's not looking for a partner. She's looking for a lifestyle upgrade. And that's not really a woman you want to build a future with anyway. These so-called high-value women today aren't truly high-value. They're high-value in title, in appearance, in status, but not in spirit. They carry designer bags, quote, empowerment slogans, and flex their degrees. But many lack the core qualities that truly make someone valuable. A woman with character, integrity, and a soft heart is rare in a world where many are chasing attention over authenticity, validation over values.
What's it called when someone constantly complains to you about stuff and you give them solutions, but they never want to take your solutions or fix it?
Being a woman. It's called being a woman. Oh, I'm sure that's not the answer that you wanted to hear. But the fact it made you upset, ladies, is the very proof that it's correct.
Generation is full of masculine women because men aren't men anymore. Women are constantly in grind mode. Women are constantly doing everything on their own. Women cannot depend on men for anything. Her being in her masculine energy is a defense mechanism. Because if she doesn't do it, no one else is going to. And the last thing she wants is another man wasting her energy and taking more from her. Not every woman has to be put in this box of cook me dinner, make me babies, keep quiet. Some of us were born to run the world.
This generation isn't full of masculine women because men stopped being men. That's just the convenient excuse. The truth is, when men actually try to be men, protective, assertive, grounded in their masculine nature, they're instantly labeled as toxic. They're told they're controlling, outdated, or oppressive. But what they're really attacking isn't abuse or manipulation. It's masculinity itself. Masculinity today is under constant scrutiny. If a man leads, he's accused of trying to dominate. If he sets standards, he's called insecure. If he speaks with strength, he's told he's intimidating. Society has blurred the line so badly that many men now suppress their masculine traits just to avoid being shamed. But what are men supposed to be men for? For women who challenge everything they say just to prove a point? For women who are in constant competition, not just with men, but with the very idea of masculinity itself? It's nonsense.
Another thing I've noticed by being here in America with dating is that you guys just don't like each other. Like, men say they would rather date internationally, and women say they just not impressed with the guys here. I've spoken with both, and you just guys don't like each other. And I think that's a massive problem. If you don't like the people in your own culture and in your own country, well, like, I don't understand why you guys are so nice here. It doesn't make any sense. But again, like, the standards are blurred. But, yeah, you guys just don't like each other. Maybe you should work on that and start liking your own nation and, like, your own people, you know, kind of make it work.
If you're a man in your 30s and you're single and you live in New York or San Francisco, please stay. Everyone else can swipe up. Great, now that I have the attention of the people that I need, I have a question for you. So we are in our 30s. See, there's a group of us. We're all single. I would say all my friends are pretty much like 9 out of 10. Great in all sorts of ways. Hot, stunning, beautiful, great personality. And great jobs. But single as a Pringle. And a lot of us think that the men in New York are just exponentially better. But then on TikTok, it's like New York men are equally as bad as SF men. But here's the problem with men. They feel really one note. Everyone is a software engineer. Everyone's in tech. Everyone's like quite vanilla. They don't really have high or any EQ. And like the conversations just feel like I am going to pluck my eyeballs out. It's either like these men want to get married tomorrow or like don't know how to date. And it's just like, well, where's the normal people? The normal men. So I know I'm going to get a lot of hate in the comments, but I am curious. Are the men in New York better? Is this true? And if so, what are the pros and cons of dating in either of those cities? It's just been unsuccessful, for lack of better words. It's been a minus out here. And as someone who's lived in many cities, I lived in Boston, Chicago, Kansas City, LA, I feel like there should be like the biggest, highest percentage of success in SF. But it's been the opposite. So tell me more.
Well, it's great that those women are doing well in their fields, but men in their 30s are done dating for the most part. They've been through enough disappointments, games, and at this point, they're choosing peace over performance. What many women may not realize is that their expectations, however justified they feel, are actually part of what's keeping them single. Then there's the education gap. Most women with degrees don't want to date a man who doesn't have at least the same level of education, if not higher. And that's their choice. But they have to realize men aren't looking for resumes. Men aren't filtering women by degrees and job titles. They're looking for someone who brings peace, warmth, and respect into their life. So when a woman disqualifies a good man simply because he doesn't have a master's degree or earn 6 figures, she's not just filtering out the wrong guys. She might be filtering out the right one too.
Well, every woman in Toronto is like, I cannot manage to date here. And then you find like one woman who actually like, has like a nice boyfriend and a successful relationship, and then we're all foaming at the mouth like, how did you find him? And then she says something dumb like run club, and you're just like, queen, running. In this economy, I'm spending all my cardio running for my credit card bill. Okay, I don't have time for that. Or she says something even more stupid like a dating app, and you're just like, oh really, a dating app? I haven't tried that for the last 5 years. Why didn't I think of that? I was at a friend's bridal shower this past weekend, and the mom of the groom was trying to set me up with one of the groom's friends, and I was like, no, I already dated one of the groom's friends once, and he cheated on me, so that's no more of those, please, thank you. It's sad to me because I feel like as the only single woman in that situation, like everyone's looking at me like, oh my god, that poor thing, like I need to set her up with someone, and I'm like, I'm fine. I'm actually so fine. Okay, first of all, you have no idea what's happening in my romantic life right now. Don't assume anything, all right? Second of all, I've done a lot of cool shit in my life that have nothing to do with romance, and everyone's just like, no, she needs a man. And I do. So anyways, this is my formal inquiry. Thank you so much.
Let's have a big sister talk and normalize being single in your 20s. First of all, stop being a saddie and start being a baddie, okay? You will be fine. It is okay. Think about it this way. You will never be this hot, this young, this single, and this free, okay? Be single in your 20s. It's okay. F what everyone else says. You learn so much about yourself. There's so much personal growth that comes with healing after a relationship and being single. You're so free. You can literally do whatever you want without consulting another person. Live your best life and f what everyone else says. I've been single for 2 years, and honestly, I've learned so much about myself. I've been able to travel and go as I please, and I wouldn't have been able to done that had I not been single. Let's normalize it. Let's romanticize it, because the truth is you will never live this life ever again. So the best time is in your 20s. You know, live it up, girl or boy.
This is horrible advice, and it's been repeated endlessly, like some broken record playing the same tune to every woman in her 20s. You're free. Live your best life. Do what you want. But that's misleading at best. Dangerous at worst. Because if these women actually hope to have a family someday, they should be prioritizing finding a man now, not spending years chasing adventures, traveling the world, or juggling multiple men like it's some sort of status symbol. The clock isn't paused just because they feel young and free. Biology doesn't wait for perfect timing or personal milestones. And the longer they delay serious relationships in favor of endless freedom, the harder it becomes to build the family they claim to want. Traveling, partying, and experiencing life can be fun, but they often come with hidden costs, emotional burnout, confusion about what they really want, and a shrinking pool of genuinely available men when they finally decide to settle down.
You're so sweet. It's crazy because, like, right after we matched, I got kicked out of my house. And do you live alone?
I don't want to answer that.
Really? Okay. We don't have to. It's just, you know, if you're ever looking for a roommate, you know where to find me, but I can't pay though. That's fine. But
that's okay.
It's okay. It's okay. So, what was your name? Mike. Cool.
Okay.
I used to believe women were beautiful, but not anymore. Because I'm here on social media. I see what's happening on the streets. I see what's happening to men when they try to be chivalrous and kind. Sometimes it's appreciated. Oftentimes it's not. So a man has to ask himself in that moment, which risk does he want to take? Will this be a good outcome? Or will this be a negative outcome? A man doesn't know, so he backs away. You can't blame them for that. Now see, something I tend to do a lot. I tend to imagine, what if I was a man? What would I be doing today? Would I help women? Truthfully, when I think about it, no, absolutely not. Even if my instinct as a man is leaning toward chivalry, I'm not going to help. There's a number of reasons for that. A lot of times, when men are doing nothing wrong, people are filming things with duplicitous intent. You don't know when you're going to be the next viral sensation. You don't know when you're the next guy getting your life ruined. Why would any man in his right mind help a modern woman? They're strong, they're aggressive, they call themselves equal, they say they can do anything that a man can do. Why do you need a man's help? Just do it. Get your girls. Women want men to be old-fashioned, but women don't want to be old-fashioned. They just want the best parts of what men can offer without giving the best parts of themselves. Do you realize you do need help with things, don't you? You do want them to do things, don't you? Why are they not doing it? Is it because maybe you're not doing something? Or it could be because you are doing something. You're doing too much. You're going against the very thing that you actually want. Women today primarily offer men frustration and even agony. So instead of coming online and giving a whole lecture on what men need to be doing, maybe you should go online and talk to women about what we should be doing. The issue with women is they refuse to look at themselves ever. They see men changing toward us without realizing that we're causing the change that we're complaining about. And even as a woman myself, it does impact me. Men are not as chivalrous to me anymore. But the thing is, men don't know the difference. They don't know which woman is safe and which woman is not. We're not walking around with t-shirts that say, hey, I'm safe, I'm old school. Men don't know the difference, so they have to beware of all of us. They have to treat all of us as if we're raging radical feminists. So any complaints that you have, take it up with the girlies.
If even a woman understands why women killed chivalry and why men aren't doing it anymore, then you know the shift is real. It's not just men noticing it. It's women starting to wake up to the consequences of the very attitudes they were encouraged to adopt. Chivalry didn't die because men got lazy. It died because over time, men realized that their gestures of kindness, protection, and honor were no longer appreciated. They were mocked, labeled as simp behavior, or met with indifference. Why would a man go out of his way to be chivalrous when it's no longer reciprocated with gratitude, but instead with entitlement or eye rolls. Why would he sacrifice, protect, or provide when he's treated like he's replaceable or told that "I don't need a man"? When chivalry becomes a one-sided performance with no appreciation, it's no longer sustainable. And the truth is, men want to be chivalrous. Masculine men desire to protect, lead, and provide, but only for women who value and respect it.